So the first thing you're going to want to do is, and forgive my old school way of doing this. Google Meet doesn't let you record your video anymore with the free version. So because of money, um, first thing you're going to do is create your text logo. So let's say we want to go text there. I'll bring this to the middle and we'll zoom in a little bit. All right. Only had a bigger monitor to be able to do this on. Slide. Okay, so here I created a custom slide. I did 2500 by 500 because a field is 10 by 53. So it's basically 5-to-1 ratio. Our text, we're going to go like this and we're going to format. I'm doing this in Keynote, by the way. And let's say here we want to go text and we're going to be the, let's say we want to be the, um, let's go Tennessee. No, let's go California because California's lame. California, we're going to be the miners. All right. I'm going to center that in my text box. And then I'm just going to make it bigger. So we're going to start by 222. Okay. So now we're going to make our text box fit here like this. Okay. When it's centered. So there, that shows you that the whole thing is centered. And then we're going to make it bigger until, or find the font we want. And let's say we want to use something that looks cool, right? I didn't pick anything. Well, let's just go college block. That'll keep it easy. All right. So then we're going to make it even bigger, however big you want it. And then let's say, and we want it to be, let's say we want gradient fill. Okay. And we're going to be the minor. So we're going to be gold and black. No, we can't do black. So let's go light gray. There we go. Okay. So that's going to be our font that we're going to use. That's going to be our wording in the end zone. And then what I do is I go Command Shift and the number 4 on my keypad. And that gives you your screenshot tool. And I just basically get as close as I can to the edge and screenshot this box. Okay, and then it's going to pop down on my lower screen, and I'm going to right click on that. You can't see it, but I'm going to go Save to Desktop. Okay, so we got that. And then on my desktop, I'm gonna open that from my desktop screenshot right here, and I'm just gonna rename it miners Endzone text. Open it up with preview. And within preview, if you take this tool right here, which is your markup tool, and then you go here to your instant alpha, if you click on the background and drag up, you see it, you can go all the way and it'll take the whole thing, but you want to stop right there because that'll get all the black off. Let go and just hit delete, takes the background out. And then you got to do that in all the little spaces here as well. Delete there, delete the middle of the O, the middle of the R, the middle of the A. If you don't do this, these black background pieces will show up in your end zone art, and it's kind of ruins the impact effect. Okay, you go there, go File, Save. So now I have my text. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to my team builder. All right, let's say we're going to go team name, miners, California. All right, go here, California miners. City, let's go Culver City, California. State, not really relevant to what you're doing. And then we're going to go logos, and I don't want this to be my primary. I want this to be my tertiary or whatever, but you just got to click somewhere and go upload file, confirm. Okay, and then we're going to go to our desktop. And we're gonna go, okay, but you see here, this one's only 167 kilobytes. That's not bad. But what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna go to tiny PNG and we're going to take uh, that picture and I'm gonna slide it and drop it here. And then what that's gonna do is it's gonna take it from 167, compress it down to 38 kilobytes. You're gonna download all images, okay? You got that there. If you open up your downloads, it gives it saves it as a zip file. Open the zip file, and now you'll see your miner's endzone text PNG, and it's resized it to 38 kilobytes from what it originally was. To compare that to the original on here on the desktop, it's 167. So now we're in downloads. So we're going to go back to our team builder. We're going to upload a file and go to now to our downloads folder because that's where it's at. And make sure it's the right size, 38 kilobytes. And that allows you to upload a ton of different graphics if you really want to. So we're uploading that. Takes a second, validating image. And we're going to give the, okay, so we've got our logo here. There we go. That text just showed up. So we're going to select our stadium. Let's say we got a 70,000 limit in our league. You find one with minimal signage. So if I pick Iowa, like Iowa's not bad, but you're going to get Kinnick Stadium's going to show up in the background. Okay, so if you don't want that, you've got to find a stadium that doesn't have that stuff. Like David Booth, Kansas Memorial Stadium will show up. Last season, I used Cincinnati, and it's actually a really, really cool stadium, but it's small. But there was hardly any signage in the Cincinnati Stadium, and it's got some cool architecture. So I really liked playing in that stadium. I think this year I'm going to go with the generic 4 though, because no signage at all. So anyway, there's that. Okay, so now we're going to go to end zones, and we can also upload stuff from here. So we're going to go here. What we want to do is we want to get rid of this. So we're going to click that and go none. Okay, and we're gonna zoom out to get the whole end zone in there. So now you can see we have no art in the end zone because we went to none. Right end zone, we're gonna do the same thing. Change selection, go none, boom, it's gone. Great. So what we want to do now is we want to go to logos, click on logos, and we want to go custom layers. Okay, so we're gonna go custom layers, and we're gonna go just add custom layer. And you only get 5, so you have to kind of be careful with how you do this. And we want to put a diamond plate background in there. So I'm going to go upload file, confirm, and I had already downloaded, I think I already saved did I not? I did not. Okay, so what I want to do now is, let's say I want to go, cancel, sorry here. I want to find, we want to put metal diamond plate. I already searched it. But then we're going to go images. And I got 2 options here. I can screenshot it just like I did the other one. So let's say we want to use this as our diamond plate because it's pretty vibrant, pretty bright, cool looking. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. It's not gonna look great this way, so you can mess with it, but I'm gonna just Command Shift and the number 4, bring up my tool, and I'm just gonna go like this. And like I said, the quality is not gonna be great because this is pretty big, but you'll get the point. You can adjust as you need to. Okay, I'm gonna right click on it down in the bottom right corner and go save to desktop again. You'll see it pop up in the bottom right corner when you do the screenshots. If you have experience with that, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got our background, we got our text. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Teambuilder. I'm gonna go upload another file, confirm. And now back to my desktop. I got screenshot right here. This is gonna be my diamond plate. And we can do the same thing with this as we did with the other one and drop it into tiny URL or tiny PNG and make it even smaller. I don't need to do that this time because this is a test team. So we're going to open it. It's going to pop in. Remember, we're working with our custom layer. And you'll see it come up on the middle of the screen here real quick. Okay, so there's our background. So what we're going to do now is we scroll down to placement. We've got left end zone, midfield, right end zone, custom. We're going to push it to the left end zone, And then what we're going to do is we're going to unlock the X and Y scale. Right here it's locked. There it isn't. If I do this, if I keep it locked and I make it taller, you can see how it's making it wider as well. But we're not going to want to do that. Now, this is the tricky part about this, and it depends on how intricate you really want to be. But I can see a sliver of green there, and it's barely covering the goal line. We don't want to cover the goal line for sure. So what we do is we click in here, and this little box is super annoying. If I delete from the back to the front, it's going to auto it to 2.0. Watch how this works. Once I delete this next last two, it messes the whole thing up. It goes, it goes to 0.01. So what I have to do is get back in here and go 0.2, and I know that's pretty close. So then I'm going to take out these two numbers. Oh, no, see, it messed it up again. We're going to go 0 point. Okay, it's giving me 0.1. So I'm going to just put my cursor there, and I'm going to go 2, and then I'm going to take out the middle number, 2.3. That's too wide. 2.2. That's almost perfect. So now I got to go to the 1 and go, and I just try numbers until I get it to the exact width that I want it. 2.26 looks like that might be it. 0.226 might be it. Okay. And then what I got to do is I got to move it left just a hair. So I'm going to take this 4 and I'm going to make it a 5. Come on now. 1.159. That didn't work. So we're going to go 1.5 is too big. 1.2. Nope. Let's try this slider, get us back to where we need to be. See what I mean? It takes a little bit of time. Oh, actually, got lucky. That looks perfect. Okay, so once I get the left and right done, I'm gonna click apply because that'll save that number. And I'm kind of a nerd. Let's go back here to edit, and I will even write that number down, 1.148, so that if I inevitably mess it up, I can put it back in. So now we're going to change the y-axis to, okay, and notice it relocked it because we saved and went back. So we got to unlock it again. Now we're going to change the y-axis to put it. Ooh, that's pretty close. I could actually go 0.53, and we're actually going to go 539. It looks like there's a sliver of green here on the bottom, but I'm not going to sweat it. That actually looks really good. Okay, so we've got our diamond plate background. That's how you put the background in. Go apply. Now what we want to do is we want to add another custom layer, and you only get 5, which is why the end zones are hard to do, because usually your end zones are going to take 4 of those 5 custom layers. All right, so we're going to add another custom layer, and we're going to pick our miners logo. You can see it pops in the middle, and we're going to move it all the way to the left. Okay. And we're going to make it bigger. And this one we're going to leave locked because we want it um, to increase at the same ratio. So it looks good. Okay, I've got it. I want to move it right just a hair because I want it more centered. Okay, that's too much. So you can either use the slider like I am here, or you can, I want it, we're going to go 1.36. No, 1.56. That's too much. 1.5. 1.53. Nope. 1.45. 1.49. That's just a hair towards the bottom 7. There we go. That looks pretty standard. So you can see how you have to manipulate the numbers here inside these boxes with the values. I don't need to go down or up with this. I don't want to rotate. All right, so that's how you get it. You go apply. Now for me, how I got my cool, um, like my dinosaur head and everything, I created a picture. Let's say we wanted to take this and we want to add a picture to it, right? So we're going to actually make it smaller. And I can already see how the miners in the bottom is going to be hard to see. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go, let's say we're going to go red. Oh, that looks kind of cool, actually. That looks sharp. Okay. And we want it to be a little bigger than this. So we're going to go 200. There we go. Okay, and we're going to do that. And then we're going to center it, but we're going to actually put it off to the right. And then we're going to go find a picture of a miner. Images. And I actually like to do clip art. So let's go clip art. There we go. This guy right here. And I want one that's going to be easy to take out the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to screenshot it, Command-Shift-4. Right there, right click in the bottom right corner, save to desktop. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing we did before and take out the background. So we're going to go Finder, Desktop, Screenshot here, and we're going to open it in Preview. All right, and we're going to take our, oh, we still got this one up. We can close that. We're going to take our tool again here and here in Alpha. We're going to go like this, and that's pretty good. He's got a little bit of white around the pool. Got that. Delete. We're going to delete this one too. Delete. We got our miner. He's got a little bit of a white outline, so you can actually Command Z to undo, and we can do this again to see if we can get a little bit. But now it starts taking out the pickaxe. So now we're gonna, and the gold nugget. So that's the best we can do here. It won't look too bad on our diamond plate background. Okay, so we're there. We go File, Save. All right, and now we're just going to add this picture to here. We're going to go back in Finder, Desktop. Take our picture, slide it in, add it to our slide here. Move him over here. We're going to make him a little bigger. There we go. Now we go Command-Shift-4, do our screenshot again. Right click down below, save to desktop. Okay, and this one we are going to add a tiny URL or tiny PNG. No, stop. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I forgot to refresh so that it gets rid of the other one, so you're not saving both of them. Here we go, right there. Download all images again. Open it up here. Double click. There we go. Okay, so now we've got our tiny, it's down to 65 kilobytes. That's awesome. So we're going to go rename Endzone logo. PNG, go back to Teambuilder. Now we're going to add another custom layer. We're going to put our diamond plate down again. We're going to move it to the right this time. I'm not going to be quite as intricate with this one. I'm just trying to show you here what it can look like. We're going to do the X scale. Perfectionist in me wants it to be perfect. It's pretty good. We're going to unlock it. Y scale. That's pretty good. Apply. Now we're going to do one more custom layer, and we're going to upload a file. We're going to upload our new one. Should be in downloads, right? Yeah, Endzone logo, open. And what you're going to notice is it's going to be backwards. It's going to, we're going to have to rotate it. Okay, so, oh, we forgot to take the background out of it. Dang it. That's okay, no problem. we're just gonna go like this, manage my files. Oh, we have to actually replace it now. If this happens, hit cancel and it'll take it out, or you can go in and delete the layer right here. But we forgot to take out the background. Rookie mistake. Okay, open it up. I got to be careful here because it's the black is taking out his beard if I'm not careful. So delete. We got to get in between his arms. Nope, too far. Right here. Delete. Gotta get the A. Delete. O. Delete. R. Delete. A. Delete. R. Delete. File save. Now go back to custom layers. Add custom layer. Upload a file. Confirm. And we're going to upload the edited version of this. Why is it not letting me? Oh, I know why. Let me close that. We've got to delete that file real quick. Manage my phone because it won't let me double up. Delete that there. Here you go. It does take some time. I get it. Upload a file. Confirm. There we go. Endzone logo. Now we'll get the one without the background. But it'll look cool when it's all done. And I didn't do this on last year's game, so this is new for me this year too. Okay, so here we are. We're going to move to the right. And you'll notice everything's backwards. We want the lettering to face the field. So we're going to make it a little bigger. And then what we're going to do, get it to about the size we want. And then we're going to flip it. We're going to have to do both flips, I think. Vertical flip, and now it's backwards. So now we got to do horizontal flip. And boom, we got our California miners. I don't want his pickaxe sticking out the top of the end zone. So we're right there. Ooh, that's really close. 5, 4, 3. There we go. And that is how you do your hit apply. That's how you do your custom end zones. So if you want to go back in and play with that a little bit, and then you can use those logos anywhere you want. So if I wanted my midfield logo to be any of that custom stuff, all I got to do is click here. Any that I've uploaded. Yeah, it looks terrible right there, but that's how you do that. Advanced placement. So you could do it this way. If you wanted to put that as your midfield logo, oh, we'll give it an italicized. That's actually kind of a cool looking thing here. Put it between the 50 and the 4. Anyway, you see how to do it. That works. That's it. Hopefully this video worked. It wasn't a waste of my time. All right. We're good. 23 minutes.